Alliance, Limp, Hansken, S4. Alliance is still in the tournament. Yes. Yes. I thought they lost. We're still good.
And you get the stun.
Everything is okay.
It's very easy and simple combo. And it's just, yeah, it's a nice save here as well for the Mirana DK combo. If you're just sitting, like, the Shadow Demon is just going to play behind his corporate
Thank you, Anders.
And whenever they get arrowed...
And the ping is liquid. Wait, hold up.
God, you're right.
Show me the liquid cameras.
It's really nice, yeah.
This one hero counts.
Is it Alliance against Alliance?
Squad's heroes. Oh, that's nasty.
Change the cameras.
Now.
Go on.
Grab your carry.
You see probably the off lane, so you could pick it, yeah.
Yeah.
The draft is always just hard from this point when you have first pick, because everything you pick is gonna get countered.
Yeah. Well, I get what they made instead. Zeus gonna bring you the damage.
Insania, he was in Alliance. Boxy.
Nice bit of magic.
Mikke.
So they've got the
Alliance is still in it.
Zeus.
There's 6 Alliance players here.
Makes the most sense to me just because they don't have damage within the 2 supports. It's a lot of save, a lot of control. And you're
Doubters?
Well, I mean, I don't know
You
what
mad?
build he wants to go. We've seen this Mars start to play more of a scaling build, less Blink Rush, more BKB into.
It's okay, guys.
Ags
It's
and
okay. We're
Vessel,
still in
what
it.
have you, whatever you can get away with. And yeah, it wins his lane. They have no lockdown, so it's.
What
right now,
about some
Goonsquad's
Bane
final pick needs
emotes?
to
Bane?
super hard address this.
Search.
Slock. And they banned Bloodseeker themselves
not
for
working?
time, even though they don't really have space for a carry. But
Emotes.
From the
Bane.
mid lane as well. This is Limp's hero last.
and that's where maybe a Lestrak could be something, and you just play like that.
That'd be cool.
It's not really good lockdown for him, but it does apply pressure even if he is, you know, ulted.
Queen of Pain going to be the option. Still a lot of AoE spill damage.
Yeah, AoE spells is just how you deal with Slock. I think this becomes a really difficult game potentially later into Slock. Just when he has BKB, when he doesn't care about that AoE spell damage anymore. If he can live through Queen of Pain's ult, where does the burst damage really come from? It would need to be kind of a prolonged fight where they're able to have Liquid on the back foot and chase them down, and Slock will be trying to get away. He'll use his purge, and that's when you come in with this follow-up Dragon Knight.
So it's not trending.
I can see it playing out in my mind, but at the same time, you look at everything that Liquid have in their arsenal.
That's some more emotes.
It's just hard. You're playing into these tombstones.
Kick G's trending.
Your heroes are definitely gonna get like arena at some point. You have Zeus giving vision for him to be able to jump with perfect clarity of where everyone is. You have 2 levels of save on top of Slock's own like purges to keep him safe from any of this. You know, if you want to get an Orchid on your Queen of Pain, if you want to just have that stun and arrow, it looks like a really nice Slock game. I'll say that.
Yeah, it does. But yeah, like you can imagine it in your mind the way the Goonsquad want to play, but it's so difficult to get into these scenarios when the opponent is trying to make sure you don't, right? It's like, you know, on the one case you can like, okay, I can imagine that it's all going to work out. You're imagining the jigsaw puzzle all completed in your head, and then you're like, okay, right, go and actually do it. You put a blindfold on Goonsquad and say, yeah, good luck getting these arrow initiations, the DP stuns. It's going to be a challenging one for them, especially against the Shadow Demon Undying support duo. It's going to control the lanes and make sure their cores are having a good time. But here we go, game 1 in this best of 3.
There's some good emotes here.
Bracket, the TI11 qualifiers for Western Europe. We've got a Matu Slark as Liquid take on Goonsquad. Aqua changing things up, of course. His Faceless Void banned means he's on the Wii.
Morbius is gone.
Being focused quite heavily by Liquid.
What are these covered? Are they not safe for work? What
Will
is
they be
this?
skirmishing around the runes? I think Goonsquad definitely want to take a fight. A bit. Liquid's not bad either. They actually all have pretty strong level 1 spells. You can also
what do we got?
Into a spear.
It's go time to watch Alliance versus Alliance.
Yeah, let's have the fight.
Alliance
in the river.
versus Alliance.
Yeah.
Get into the.
Can't lose if Alliance is playing both teams. Finally, we can watch Alliance win a game.
Scouting for any vision in that mid lane.
I think I lean towards S4 because he's my homie. But at the same time, I want him to fail. Because I feel better, because I failed,
hidden for now.
and I don't want him to succeed. But I want him to succeed, but I also want him to fail.
Out and look for these bounty runes.
It's hard. If you succeed, it reminds me of my failures. So I don't know what I want.
Mirana. I guess that makes sense against Undying and Shadow Demon. No matter which laning support you're against, they're gonna be spamming spells.
Yeah, the stick's a big value. Big value for Goonsquad. It even looks like they're going for a
Cop. Okay, let me analyze here.
I mean,
Liquid, I would lean towards slightly. It's just in general, they're the better team.
Any extra damage
draft.
Hammer of Fury, if they're able to land an arrow.
Not the hardest. Looks pretty good Weaver game.
Rather than Degen Aura.
Deaky Blink with arrows, pretty scary.
I just be like, I just don't want to level this skill.
Cop should have a good lane.
So bad.
Looks pretty good for Goonsquad actually.
Wait till they add an actual
should have good lanes all around.
Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah. Undying. Chain stun.
Yeah, before the first blood, I'm going to predict them because I was talking about them. So I think Goonsquad wins this.
Goonsquad claim the life of the Undying. And then quickly TP the Omni Knight back down bottom because Aqua is taking a lot of damage from Zai. Chipped down to sub 100 HP. And that was that disruption into Spear you were mentioning.
I gave him the fucking flask half value. Oh, that hurts.
Heads up from Liquid to just do that, knowing that Omni's not there.
As long as Limp does well, we should be fine here.
Pexu, so it wasn't that effective, but still enough to let him be able to lane. The Shikuchi cooldown is so long that you're just feeling, you're going to be feeling a lot at threat. This is scary. I think Pexu might have to get the Heavenly Grace at level 2 just to be able to make sure that this combo doesn't, you know, ruin your lane.
In the lane, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot there for Pexu to do. Keep his Aqua Weaver alive. And that mid lane, I mean, my God, I remember the days. I'm an old man now, but I remember the days when Zeus wasn't allowed to last hit. He wasn't allowed to right-click creeps. All he could do was zap with lightning. But now he's got better base attack time, better base damage, all these buffs over the past year or so.
And escape.
And 7-5 against the Queen of Pain, which would have been like unheard of. Zeus is now such a solid laner.
Not false.
Yeah, I think it's fair. I don't remember the last time Zeus was in meta. So it was kind of bound to happen.
Zeus is funnier to see.
But the lane should kind of even out, I think, in terms like just
maybe we should do a vote. Which alliance is going to win?
Not get super worn down. He went for his bottle.
He's
not doing any Falcon Blade shenanigans like we've seen DP do.
Get your votes out. Do you
the
think
only
we'll
thing
win?
I'll say that kind of sucks for Goonsquad is their ability to rotate on mid is a bit rough.
Nice, thank you. Shadow chasing.
Even though he has that jump, if you have any way to jump him or stun him, you know, tank the tower and kind of run him down, it's pretty good. But you have a Mirana with no setup on mid.
Oh, they're losing all lanes? Well, I didn't expect them to giga lose the lanes.
Compared to...
yeah, they're the better team, but
really
what the fuck is this?
Either, to be fair. But if they were to force the blink on Limp and then come from behind with a tombstone or something, that could be really powerful.
Yeah,
just have a lot of nuke.
There's also like no stuns bottom, so Shadow Demon can always TP mid and help out with a TP save. They did have another attempt on Aqua there, disruption into the spear, but Aqua and Pexu fighting back real hard. Every time they get gone on, they're turning, they're battling back into Zai.
Okay, he's getting lots of CS here.
Individual hero.
We just need a level 2 and he's going to dominate the lane.
He's playing with fire here a little bit. His top lane Hanskin will leap away.
Yes, for you shouldn't stun so early because he was in no danger of dying. So that when he leaps out, then you stun, and then there's a follow-up with arrow, and you do a lot of damage.
You always feel like you want the armor, and you're like, okay, I want
that's what I would have done.
For my soul ring, I want the chainmail from my
Instead he
face
just panic stunned and wasted it.
But in reality, now it feels like Mars just go double bracer, sometimes triple bracer.
Oh no.
Oh, Pexu.
Joking. What is now so many CS?
Just broke his way out those trees and spotted Boxy. Yeah, Zai's gone from being on like 100 HP to tangoing back up and staying in the lane.
Yeah, you're so sustainable with 2 braces. They keep nerfing it, but they can never nerf it enough.
He's so tanky, do so much damage. Every time they go on you, you've got the potential to turn.
Like
when Boxy's nearby
too
anyway.
hot either.
Weaver's such a rough lane usually for off laners. If you're ever able to win the lane or go even, I think you're pretty happy.
Look at him, he's just closing the gap so quickly. Couple of hits in. But here comes that disruption. Zai gonna be wary of the bugs and he whips his spear.
Punish him!
He was too scared of the swarm on him. Gets taken down by Pexu. Boxy not going to be able to finish the job either. He's got that Heavenly Grace up while top lane.
I feel like they shouldn't lose.
Close to death, but he
Is Undying really this broken in lane now? Is the buff? I mean, he was always good, but is it this broken?
Got Slark up at the top of the last hit board.
I felt that panic deep in my soul on the bot lane with that
Fuck
spear.
that hero.
Where you're just like, I am rapidly losing health. I regret going. Yeah, it's the kind of thing where you think it's a good idea to go,
played
and then
Undying
the damage
carry.
starts to come out and you realize it was a bad idea, but you still want to half commit to the player, and then you just throw the spell out and it all whiffs and you feel terrible and you just go to your support. Let's not do that again.
Yeah. Let's just play the lane. Let's chill.
33.
I want to hit some creeps.
Qualified.
I've got my double braces, get my face boots up.
11.
I'll take this slowly and surely.
Top lane's looking like a...
Yeah, how is Fada qualified?
Squad right now, though. Luckily, the lane is
And
under
less
the
slow.
tower, and I think this is best case
Where do
scenario
they play?
for to just recover a little bit. But the Slark is having a really good time. This 32 CS, 8 denies, kind of trouncing the 17 loss at some DK. You should just get these 2 waves right now, though, for kind of free.
Yeah.
I'm not in charge of Alliance. I just watch and laugh.
Dragon Tail into Arrow as well, but Martu. Nice little
It's gonna be better next season, though. I trust him.
Dragging the wave back towards his own tower. As insane, yeah. Of course, with all these mangoes.
I'm a full-time streamer. It's a hard job.
We've started to see this more. The laning build from Undyings, the 1-2-0 build, then back into the Tombstone. Maybe a third point in Soul Rip, depending how he feels. But you do want that Tombstone up pretty quickly for your team fight capabilities out of Undying. Boxy gonna get some. Go for it. It's a little courier snipe.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Undying's such an obnoxious support. I think even what DK has so far is pretty, like, you're pretty okay with this given how hard the lane is. They pick not only the Undying and you're playing a strength offlane melee hero, but you're playing into a core like counter as well.
I mean, they caught Aqua again, but then he just turns. He's got this backup of the Omni Knight. And so quickly things turn disastrous.
Nice, and double?
Boxy now in trouble, and it looks like Aqua and
when have I ever been wrong?
Down.
Maybe life is good for S4. At least he's not being dove under his tower.
Drew.
Yeah, no stacks on the Slark yet, right? He hasn't got any kills, no essence shift up. S4 gonna be feeling pretty happy about himself.
You gotta end at your peak, guys, so he'll be respected more.
Net worth in
like me.
From his lane, though. But yeah, the deaths. You're giving a lot to that carry.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if we get any moves from Mickey. You know, he has hit level 6 now, so he's got the Thunder God's Wrath. Maybe the next time they make a go on this Aqua Weaver, they find the kill. But he's got Raindrops and 1, so pretty survivable with the Omni Knight sitting in behind him. Can be a difficult task.
Kill threat with Mars ult, I want to say, is when you might feel like that's when you want to commit your Zeus ult.
Okay.
So I don't think Top is gonna. I mean, Top could maybe get Machu low enough. Actually, no, sorry, they're on the same team. Top could maybe get S4 or Hanskin low enough if they commit hard.
Yeah, it feels like Marta just wants to be farming away, though.
Yeah, but they have the Tombstone now, like you talked about, the threat from it. So now he's level 4 and he has it. If the wave is ever kind of up and S4's a battle position, they could 100% make a go on him.
Well, they're roaming towards mid to make sure the active rune is taken. Paxu grabs the arcane, no bottle refill for Mickey. And this is the second time he's had to kind of walk back to base in the past 2 minutes. A long walk home and then TPing back out to lane. So it has been a bit more difficult for him now against this Queen of Pain. Oh man, they tried to catch Aqua and they don't have him. He's actually still alive, even through the Thunder God's Wrath.
Wasted ult. It's good.
The Heavenly Grace is just, I mean, way too strong. You're getting 22 strength from that. It's just all this extra health makes it so hard to kill.
True, not false.
HP Weaver with strength treads. They also had a crack up top, but Mato and Insania with no stuns or slows can't really keep up with the Mirana or the DK.
They're just trying to play up aggressive and keep S4 off the wave. Like when he walked up earlier, they don't even commit Tombstone. They just run at him as a 2, as a pair.
Blink away, do.
And he just blinks away. Boxy came
looking pretty even. Might get an even game.
Try and get Mickey back into a comfortable spot while they go back up top. Dragon Tail, but no arrow, and Insania thinking about the tomb.
Nice spot, good camera work.
Though not an option. As bottom, another dive onto Zai. Get the Mars away from his lane. Everywhere you look, it's just people charging towards.
Weaver's coming back.
He's He's under his tier 2.
And
this is where
other
it's
than
like,
Mars,
this is
it's pretty
illegal.
easy
Please
Weaver
don't let
game.
this happen. And now Boxy in danger?
Yeah, he's walked straight.
And you have an
into
Omni with you. You can be Giga Charge in this game.
The gap. Hexu already threw the hammer at him, and it looks
So
like
why are
Boxy's
we-
straight up dead. A 5-1 start here, or maybe with a stick charges. Boxy into the tree.
Oh, no, 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 no. Where's Omni?
Too far.
Yeah.
But nailed it from his own teammate.
He didn't. I don't think he saw the Mars TP. He probably should have been thinking about it. I guess they.
Car pace. Ooh,
underestimated
here we
how
go,
quickly
here we
it
go.
would be for Mars to just regen.
Oh no, S4,
They're
help
going on
him.
top as well. Lots
Jungle.
of damage to the offlaners.
Give me a stack, says Matu.
Why is he not running into woods and delaying more?
Over towards
So
the
normally
Radiant
you
Triangle.
run
And
jungle.
survives to the tower. Limp. Throws
you?
a dagger at the back of Mickey. Just comes in to destroy the tombstone, get that bit of bonus gold on his way through.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, lots of poking.
We need some proper limp rotations now. He wasted haste already.
Laning stage pretty even, all things considered, though.
It's like these side lanes have a lot of diving and poking and pressuring, but really it's not as big of a bloodbath as it feels like it is. The game does feel a bit passive, and I think that's just a result of these two mid laners really sitting in mid for 10 minutes. No one's going hardcore for these. They have the SD a lot.
Weaver.
Yeah, demonic purge
W
off the
Weaver.
bench. These full ones, though, allowing
Okay,
them to stay
this is
alive
okay.
a little bit longer, allowing for Limp's rotation. Hans can
2 for 1. Finally the cup rotation comes in.
Goonsquad with Limp's movement does give them a nice little play to get
Nice,
Weaver involved.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, there's been no big brawls for these mid ruins, which is where we usually see a lot of fighting and starting to move around the map. But everyone's been so devoted to their side lanes, and Limp
Thoughts
and
on
Mickey
Alliance,
are
sir?
happy to trade farm
they're
mid
playing right
as
now.
a
It's Alliance
result.
versus Alliance.
Now we're starting to see the reactions coming out
So
from Limp going
it's good.
to these
It's
side
good.
lanes, trying to make a move.
Can't
running
lose.
to top, TPing
Alliance can't
bot.
lose if they're playing Alliance.
This is not the kind of moves that a Zeus will make. He's been using his ult where he can, but it's not having like the massive effect that maybe a Quap ult might get on killing a carry or an offlane. I think S4's been sitting kind of pretty for quite some time now, recovering his game. They're just gonna wait and try and get that blink dagger on him if they can.
Yeah, that's when the game really starts for him, isn't it? Get Blink, roam around with a Mirana, you got your hero pairings, or even the trio with the Queen of Pain as well. And DD Rune bottled up by Limp, attempted to deny from Boxy with those illusions. I don't know, how comfortably do you feel as both teams when this lane... This is a long laning stage, right? Usually we see laning stage break down. Well, if Enigma Galaxy's playing 5 minutes into the game when they're pushing tier 1s, I don't know, 7, 8 minutes, people are really moving out the side lanes, getting into the jungle warding and rotating. This is a very static early game. Who does this favor? Both?
It favors both
can say
teams.
both,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think it does just favor both teams because both teams know that they want items or levels and things that they can do. Because you look at Liquid and you don't have a straight up tower hitter really. So these early rotations that something like a DP would give you is not quite there. So you're pretty happy to just chill in your lane and farm. And for Goonsquad, like I said, they're waiting for DK's blink. That's when they can start to make moves and plays.
That's for excellent initiator.
Like Aqua had a great lane. He's strong. You could rotate.
He had a
and
great
top
lane?
and commit, 3 to 4 heroes to try and take this top tower.
I don't know about that.
On top of that, but you don't have to. He's happy farming bot. He's pressuring Xayah and not letting him just free farm bot lane by being bot. He's not giving up his tower by staying bot. So they're keeping their tier 1 tower, which gives them the map control. Right? So like both teams are kind of okay just keeping things as they are for now. And there'll be a shift eventually. It's just maybe a little bit faster for Goonsquad because we've seen that Mars build. He doesn't go blink anymore.
Yeah, true. And it's also a...
As for TP, he can't. He's getting gone
the
on.
tombstone. That's gonna feel
Oh
pretty
no,
rough.
not one agility.
He's tanky with raindrops, but 4 heroes from Liquid are brought up top to destroy him and delay that blink dagger timing. That is so desired by Goonsquad.
Very even though. It's nice to see even
Kind of
games.
a symptom of these drafts not having any real push heroes. Outside of Elder Dragon form, no
Alliance
one's
is playing very well.
quote-unquote tower hitter. There's no DP, no lone druid, so we haven't had that pressure into tier 1s yet. That's why we've got a 14-minute laning stage,
I'm
basically.
afraid Liquid Alliance looks better in my book. Phil,
I'm honestly surprised we didn't.
You
see
are
Saga for
French.
Midas, given how
Oh, yeah.
kind of
so I
peaceful
value
it's
your
been.
opinion highly.
So you got Echo Saber, yeah.
Yeah, but that means
In
he
the
can get
opposite
involved,
world.
like now.
Arena bottom.
Nice, push him out.
Push Zai away. The spear connects on Pexu. Already got a lot of his spells out, but not the Guardian Angel. They will bring the Omni Knight down, and a good disruption.
He's got ult. See ya. But how does he get out?
Back to the right-hand
how does he get out?
Shikuchi into the trees.
Ooh, Mirana, tread swap,
If Liquid knew that and kept tabs on it, they probably could have chased him down to his death.
I think they saw the one pop off and they just assumed he had enough mana. I don't even know where his mana went after that.
We can just sign Goonsquad instead if they qualify, right?
This is 14 minutes into the game. We've done it. The lanes have broken down. S4 is finally taking top tower. With Matu's rotation to the bot tower, I think they will be taking that. They don't have Queen of Pain ult, so I don't think they can really defend this bot tower. I think they just give it up. Looks like Aqua will just move back bot though to keep farming that area. I mean, they're glyphing it. Can they do it? S4 doesn't have a TP, so I think it's pretty hard.
Yeah, pinging it out as well. The Dire Observer Ward's going to see them coming though. They spot Limp. They know Queen of Pain's on her way. I don't really have any catch with these three heroes. Yeah, super reliant on the DK and the Mirana to be your catch and kill heroes. But with the lack of heroes to actually hit tower, the push will stop.
I like a lot that they've been giving Hanskin farm mid. So he has his Urn, he has levels, like max Starfall. So now this timing with S4's Blink Dagger means that they're going to have a lot more kill threat.
Oh, they spot Matu, who just leaps right into them. Gets his ulti off as well, as the arena from Zai on the left side, two heroes inside, getting the spear on them and blowing up the supports. Mickey comes out with a double kill, and they're still chasing in towards Aqua and S4. Pounce lands, and Matu going to get another Essence Shift stack for himself. 4 permanent Agi now on your slog. And Mickey with a tick-tock time. Potentially starting to run out for Goonsquad.
Let's go Alliance.
Case scenario.
Let's go Alliance.
This was their moment, right? They got the smoke. They came together for this. Aqua's gonna be okay or dead?
Nah, he's dead.
Dead.
He is straight up dead.
Yep. Pretty worst case scenario. When you get your blink timing like that, the smoke is pretty monumental. It's your reveal. You want to get a good kill off it. I think they went to do it bot because they wanted to maybe invade that triangle. It's a very difficult jump onto someone like Matu Slack just because if he sees you at all and he has that improved night vision, right, he can get that dark pact off and it makes your initiation so rough. Maybe they were kind of angling for bot. I'm not sure. Maybe they were waiting for Liquid to want to keep going there to push that tower and they wanted to try and punish that. Either way, it didn't work. They broke the smoke on the slot. Probably the only person that it feels really bad to break onto. And as a result, I mean,
Alliance, they're only Goonsquad and Liquid here. No, but their players are from Alliance.
With Matu and how active he's
the majority of the players in each team is from Alliance, which makes them an Alliance team. Because you can never leave. You can never leave Alliance.
Yeah, it feels pretty nice being able to get in on top of the Weaver, the Mirana, even the Queen of Pain to stick him in the arena, spear him up to the side. But it looks like Limp has a very fast BKB. 18 minutes in.
They're starting to snowball a little bit.
So the Queen of Pain has that safety now and a bit of free reign in the team fights. But we see them go on S4. They jump in, the pounce across, Ags on Matu as he disassembled his Echo Saber to give him that extra range to chase in onto the DK.
Oh no, S4.
Oh, and Matu has disassembled his Echo Saber for an Ags.
Yeah.
He just has an 18-minute Ags.
That's what you just said.
He'll go back for the Echo Saber or turn that Oblivion. I don't even know what it builds into anymore.
I mean, it goes into Bloodthorn, not the actual Orchid itself, but the Bloodthorn later on. And he's going to go for a solo kill on Pexu.
What are you talking about?
Nothing stopping him. Speared up and blown up by Mickey. And you can see the rest of Goonsquad, they're kind of angling towards top jungle, looking to connect with Aqua.
What the hell is he talking about?
One by one, losing towers now.
Call it? No, it's still winnable. A good view rotation here.
Snowball out of control.
It feels a little bit like the game they had with Mirana previously with the Centaur, where there wasn't a playmaker outside of the offlaner, so every time that
Mission built into Bloodthorn. Oh, right, I'm the retarded one.
Not being able to make moves, or they
I'm actually retarded.
Suddenly, everyone kind of feels like they don't have playmake on the side lanes, and everyone just sort of splits up and tries to farm, and you don't have that problem.
I'm getting old, guys. I'm getting old.
You have a Mars with Blink. You can set up with Arena Spear. You have a Shadow Demon who can use his Disruption to set up as well. This Slock is playing absolutely aggressive out of his mind. Like he's setting up his own kills.
I think like Slark is just like leaping in 1v4, 1v5, not seeming to care. Incredibly tanky. Yep. Has that Shadow Dance as a backup plan.
Goonsquad need this kill right now. They've smoked again. They're committing for their next attempt at a play with this Blink Dagger. And every moment they're doing this, Liquid is just farming. Like this whole time, Zai has Arena up. He could be forcing a move too, but he's not. He's farming.
Let's cop have the game mass BKBs.
And Goonsquad are top right now, getting nothing.
Yeah, much better position on the map for Liquid. Now, Aqua's farming Ancients. He's got himself Dragonlance Maelstrom, so I think you're right in the fact that they want to get him involved. He's kind of ready. He's strong. Try and make some plays around him.
Yeah. You do, and it's hard to play into a Slark when you're behind as well. Just thinking about the vision advantage alone. Matu went to go play in this bot side of the map, and Goonsquad, they like top. They want to play top. It's kind of the natural progression of map movement, and you tend as a pro team to lead.
Hello, Admiralbulldog. What are your thoughts on Mason Dota 2?
Farming, so to know if you're under any threat, if you see a sort of kill potential there, you can smoke to the ward. But that doesn't happen with Slark because of the passive from Shadow Dance. Knowing you're under vision, being able to deward that, it pretty much gives full safety to Liquid when they playing bottom, and it makes Goonsquad's kind of one real play make with this DK dagger much harder. Like their play has to kind of come from instead maybe walking into this area and with a smoke, and when smoke breaks, you put a ward down or put the ward down on the cliff, and as soon as someone shows on it, you jump. Otherwise, you just avoid that situation altogether because it is scary. You're playing into a Zai Mars with Blink. You're playing into a Tombstone. One wrong move, it's just awfully hard.
That's the thing. Life must be so easy for Insania this game. Usually he's the one spamming sentries, buying wards, running around in this dewarding battle against the opponent pos 5. But yeah, you're right. He's got Slark to spot vision. They've got Zeus to deward. There's not much that Insania actually needs to spend money on, so he can just go straight into Holy Locket. We even saw Matu queuing up sentry. Yeah, Matu has his Aghanim Shard and a sentry coming to him. So now they're going to have this Depth Shroud, another saving tool, Disruption and Death Shroud along with the Soul Rip. So the hero that does get jumped by this DK stun can just immediately be saved. You know, the initiation.
Get it, just it's 3-4k lead. It's very close. It's very close. We have no BKB.
Right, this is the really nice thing that I like about Liquid's draft and itemization. They're just removing.
You lose if you have DK and Mirana and you don't go to do any ganks. Like how you can't.
Even straight up
this entire strat.
We're just gonna go full out aggression and try and kill them all. It's just we're gonna limit everything that they can do, and they're smoking up right now. Super aggressive.
Here's Mars.
Oh, they catch a glimpse of Aqua. They've got the power towards him. They don't even need it. Quick little burst there, and Peksu, he came in here to try and save his Weaver. Dies straight after. And Mickey Zeus now 7-0-2, has his Kaya Sanj working on Ether Lens.
Yeah, we're not going to sign Goonsquad or garbage.
Zeus and the Slark. And Liquid is straight into enemy triangle. And get the jump with S4 and Hanskin. Good stun, but there's the Depth Shroud. Matu saves his teammate, and the Arena going to keep Hanskin locked inside. Matu keeps tabs on the Mirana. Another stack for him, up to 9 now. And Liquid emerge with a 5k net worth lead. And something that I guess Goonsquad are a little happy about is there's no Ursa, there's no like Roche hero there, because that easily could have been Liquid waltzing into the pit and getting Aegis.
5k, it's not looking good.
Everything that I want Goonsquad to do, they're trying to do. I'm thinking, they get a blink on S4, I want them to smoke, and they did.
They beat Team Star.
I'm like, okay, well that's fine. Kind of regroup yourselves and try and smoke again, and they did, but they didn't find anyone top. Then they're playing top, and there's no one there, and I'm thinking, well, you kind of want a play to happen at some point. You're not going to outscale this slot.
Later today.
Mars Zeus, I don't think. Especially playing into a Shadow Demon, who's going to be able to just kind of remove everything your Omni can give your core. Like, things become very scary. I don't feel confident in their late game, so I'm like, okay, go make another move. And they do. They smoke at the same time that Liquid smoke. And when they leave that top area, their carry dies. Just because it so happened that Liquid made a play at the same time. It's just kind of like a constant series just of sad things happening that is...
Yeah.
It's just kind of unlucky.
He can just sleep.
It also feels like Liquid just have a soul read. Like they know what Goonsquad want to do, and they are countering everything. Like from draft, through the laning stage, into 25 minutes in, They're just deep inside the heads of Goonsquad.
Cop Orchid.
Like now, you know, they see Peksu, they know that S4's up here trying to shove out this wave. So they come up with 4 heroes. And while this is happening, you see on the minimap, Zai is like running away behind his tier 2.
Oh my god, it's so
sure
bad.
They don't lose heroes elsewhere on the map as they pick up 2 kills quickly top.
11 permanent agility.
Liquid have 2 really nice wards top that allows that play to happen. They just know exactly how many heroes are playing behind the top. Like, oh, there's a DK there. Is he baiting for his entire team? No, because we have a ward in the lane behind him that shows us that there's no one, like, no one has passed through here other than Omni Knight. So yes, this is a completely free play for us. And the play that I talked about, the
Team Star lost to this.
was like leaving that ward in areas of the map that they're no longer playing in. You know, whilst Goonsquad can't do that, Liquid can as well. They have that ward bot in that jungle showing heroes passing through. They know, they just kind of have Goonsquad's number completely, and it's so much comes down to this vision game that we talked about between Slack and
There go on. There's gonna be BKB still.
Goonsquad have no vision out there at all now.
Who did you kill his Weaver?
Final observer ward.
I'm dying, I guess.
Get one up on the high ground themselves in that triangle area, and they swing into Roche. The amplified damage from Flesh Golem helping them out.
I feel like I'm dying as a broken hero of the patch.
And yeah, Goonsquad just kind of waiting for that next
Maybe
item, that next
still,
item
surprisingly.
to make them feel a bit more comfortable about taking a fight. Now, BKB on Weaver is going to be a big one.
Edgy chat. No edgy, guys. Please just be degen.
You gotta prey on.
We don't allow edginess anymore.
They can potentially
unless you know the line. Me, I know the line. You, not so much.
If he pushes high ground, and you wait for him to use Dark Pact or feel that he hasn't used it, you get that stun up from DK. I mean, Boxy will be there with the save, but if you can kind of force that, maybe you could rejump. I don't know. You have burst with Limp. I'm just running through the simulations of how could they execute this, and I just see so many solutions from Liquid. It's so rough.
It kind of feels like Limp has to see the Shadow Demon. Like if Limp sees Shadow Demon, then they've got the Blink Orchid, BKB, kill off Boxy. And that's step 1, right? Then you're thinking, right, what's the Slark doing? He's pouncing on my Weaver, he's killing my DK, Zeus is blasting people. I think that's the way it's got to be done. You know, multiple angles of attack from Goonsquad. Orchid immediately dispelled off by Matu, pouncing forward aggressively. Limp is going to BKB up and turn to face Zai, gets arrowed, but there's the disruption save.
Tombstone committed.
High ground Tombstone means Goonsquad don't want to fight around this area anymore.
It looks helpless. Like, what are they doing?
All of his stats. Matu clears through the Omni Knight quickly. Another 4 minutes left on this Aegis. Catapult wave arriving means Liquid want to push this tier 2. Feeling so very strong
Omni
now.
versus Undying support.
And even there, like I love the Orchid pickup from Limp. I think that is itemization that gives them.
Omni's so garbage.
Right? We're talking about how
Undying amazing in lane.
So
Undying amazing at Roche. Undying amazing in team fights. Omni, I click W.
He can buy a shard that just helps remove that instantly. And Slark as well, poking and using his Dark Pact to kind of bait these items and stuff as well. It's just so precarious.
Yeah, he's got Blink on Boxy as well, right? So he can play tree line, hide in fog, wait to see what happens in these fights. Matu, yeah, just 1v3. Why not? Run towards your enemy. Get in on top of the Omni Knight. Already forced out the Guardian Angel. He's still going to get the kill. Aqua focusing.
Oh my god, this is killing everyone. This is over.
Down.
Yeah, GG.
Liquid cleaning up. Aqua. BKB.
Yump. Here comes 3, 2, 1. Yump.
Gonna get a bit of distance, but Matu closes the gap quickly. Aegis still in hand, so no fear from the Slark. And Liquid rallying around that mid lane again to pressure tier 2. Yeah, I mean, it's only like a 5-6k net worth lead, but because of the lopsided draft, the way that Liquid have played out the end of the laning stage, it feels like it's 20k lead for Liquid. They're so dominant right now.
It does feel like that, yeah. But it's not the kind of net worth lead that just
12 to 1.
Damage.
I can't.
You know the way that if there was some Lina versus Terrorblade and the Lina has no items and Terrorblade has a Skadi Daedalus or something, you know? It's not kind of shown in that way. It's just shown in the absolute boldness of being able to stand your ground, knowing that you have so many things that cover you and keep you safe.
It's shown in the fact 3 Radiant heroes are hiding at their tier 3.
Moonshard. Holy shit.
They're sitting in their base waiting for Liquid to come. Zai, not going to catch Limp, but Matu up top is going to catch S4.
Why did S4 go there? He knew he was there.
It's just this multi-pronged attack. You're defending yourself against bot.
He's unkillable at this point.
Pouncing in towards the enemy base up at top lane. Has lost all of his mana, but again, he has 2 lives. And Goonsquad needs something drastic to happen. Waits out this Aegis.
Sorry, Mom. Thank you.
The plays you can make.
You can never leave.
Entire map belongs to Liquid right now. Oh, Matu.
Yeah.
Oof.
He's playing so bravely. Usually when you play, you know that there's a hero that threatens you. You know that there's someone that you have to, wait to see on the map before you can make a play. This hero needs to be doing this, or I need to be careful of this. And for Matu, with Aegis, it just doesn't exist. Especially with DK dead. That's why he's happy to just dive into 3 to 4 heroes.
45 seconds.
He's like, I can't die. They don't have the stun.
And even when DK does jump, he's got Dark Pact, he's got Disruption, he pounces back in onto S4. Shadow Dance there, keeping him invisible, and Mickey blowing up the DK. A move into the backlines from Aqua though. He's focusing into Boxy, but the Depth Shroud. There we go, hiding under the little smoke screen of the
Oh my god, they're getting so stomped.
And Aegis still in hand, while Queen of Pain brought back. Defense
3-3-2
over this mid lane barracks, but they lost the tier 3 already.
Explain his emotes. It's
they need this
a woman drinking milk.
For Goonsquad, with when Aegis is gone, where Weaver is on the Shadow Demon, and Slock is getting gone on at the same time. You kind of need. I've seen some really nice plays in the past by teams where they coordinate going at the same time. If you can force the Shadow Demon to disrupt himself, right, with the Weaver using his BKB on that, so the Mars can't really touch him and the Zeus can't stop him, and then you're also at the same time going with DK onto Slock, then maybe you could have a fight like that. Because he doesn't have a BKB, he is playing very greedy on the
lost
Slock.
to this. Team Star almost lost their brain. I don't think they're gonna make it, guys.
Together and have like everything ready. He doesn't need the BKB, like 100%.
You sure it's a woman? It doesn't really matter to me.
Opening.
You're telling me a Slock buying Moonshard's second item is greedy? No, surely not. That's when you know you got the freest game in your life. But here we have Goonsquad trying to make a move. Hanskin, Peksu, S4 smoked up. Let's see what they can do.
You have the damage and the lockdown to kill a Slog when he's alone, or when you've done this like multi-prong attack as you said. You have an Orchid, you have Queen of Pain ult, you have a Weaver who does have items, right? The Slot can die. You just need the right conditions.
Oh, Boxy. Oh, he blinks away just in time.
Can't even kill one hero.
Let's
go next.
DK and TP's away. And he
I'm ready for next game.
Wave.
Okay.
And again, this is another difficulty they're having as Goonsquad, that vision game you talked about 10 minutes ago or so. They've got 2 observer wards up in their triangle, but that doesn't spot Matu leaping onto Aqua and forcing an early time lapse. BKB needed to come out from Aqua too. They're spending so much just to play defensively. Looks like S4's looking for an angle. But yeah, Boxy was just hiding in the tree line, spamming poison on the creep wave, and they struggled to go on him. And Liquid now find themselves in a nice spot back towards that mid lane again. Think about this potential final team fight. Yeah, 16k net worth to the good now. They've really ramped up that lead after taking Aegis and taking control of the map. Zai even going for a Scythe of Ice now. Additional bit of lockdown against the Queen of Pain and the Weaver. If they can find them pre-BKB, that's going to be glorious for Liquid.
You've seen your Slock's damage. You know what you need to do is stun.
Yeah.
He literally can't die.
I'm trying to find out.
Shadow Demon saves him. I think he's got shard as well.
The perpetrator was Aqua. He's
he doesn't.
Back towards his creep camps.
Never mind.
And there's the Scythe done. Oh, yes, already completed for Zai. TPing top. Trying to help that Matu. Dark Pact already used though, so gets away from the DK stun.
Got him, but it's another save.
Actually saves him from the Sonic Wave. Mickey.
He's almost dead.
TP back up the top.
The hunt is on.
Assistance here with the Nimbus and the long range.
The hunt is on.
Nuke damage. It's all over for Goonsquad here. They just cannot do a damn thing. They don't have the team fight. They don't have the ways to play around Liquid's answers to the questions Goonsquad's opposing are just like...
Just call it.
completely answered.
Do you just...
Chad's getting angry.
Kind of image in your mind where you can see a play that's made but it goes well? And I feel like at least 5 of them this game could have gone so good if Matu didn't just get the Dark Pact off at the right moment, at the right second. His reaction and speed, old game. I don't know, I just feel like how many I saw like an Orchid on like the last tick of a Dark Pact at one point, stuff like that, you know? It feels so close so many times, and then it just doesn't work out.
Yeah, but I guess this is the problem when you have one hero that does all of the work. You know, S4 must be scratching his head thinking, you know, how do I make this any better for my team? What can I actually do to deal with this?
Not a lot. I mean, the only things I see are those 2 kind of plays. I see the play where, like I said earlier, like if Weaver can go on Shadow Demon so that he can't save the Slark, and they get Slark at the
Well, they're probably better off in limited. What do you mean?
There's a way.
Probably.
Or the Queen of Pain Orchids boxing.
Or they just get like a... Oh, he's dead. He is dead.
Double pounce into the Hex. And a beyond godlike Slark. 11-0-10 for Matu.
Yeah.
These picks are just... Like, the Shadow Demon pick was exceptional, but the Slark pick is, like, top-notch, you know? They've had such free games together. It's out of this world.
Yeah. I think the move that Goonsquad made was not bad. Not this one, but the one before where they went top, because, like, previous to Zai getting his Hex, he was a lone bot, and Zeus is global, but Slark was
they're
a lone
not calling
bot.
it. Either they're like a max copium.
And go for a pick-off or something, you know,
sniffing in
the
remains.
Right, that was the second thing I see for them. Their way, if they can find Slark.
What are they talking about now? If we burst Slark, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, Slark can almost 1v5 them at this point.
He's got the gem, so he sees Aqua. Arrow flies straight overhead.
I think he forgot Q dispels.
The Weaver while Pexu dies.
Oh, it's working.
Going to time that's back into the Nimbus.
But here's the team.
Chasing him down with the help of Insania and Boxy.
Here's the team.
Good Sonic Wave push back though from Limp, guarding the Weaver on his retreat. And Hanskin being eyed up. Got the Scythe on the Mirana. Couple of leaps, but none remaining. Nothing to stop the TP at that point though. But yeah, I don't know, as a rule of thumb, it feels like single target and magic damage always struggle as the game goes later and later, so I don't see it getting any easier.
I feel like when teams undermine the integrity of the league, that shouldn't be for choke teams that aren't taking things seriously, in my opinion. Valve should step in and ban Alliance.
Get Rapiers, do big damage.
Get big damage. Yeah, he has a Lincolns and a BKB. If he has just a big source of damage, then yeah, potentially kill that Shadow Demon and start the fight would be absolutely insane.
And up to high ground they go. S4 onto Boxy. Limp is there, but their Depth Shroud saves them up. They've broken and purged the Queen of Pain. She can blink away in a second and has the Guardian Angel as a bit of backup. A safety net of the Omni Knight working out to keep Goonsquad alive. And Matumba Man, he's still able to fight here, bubbled up and saved by Boxy and still holds the
Alliance is still in it, guys. Alliance is still in it.
Soul rips and heals it back up to full. DK down for 45 seconds, so you've lost your one tool.
The Alliance win rate was pretty good this tournament, though. Was it?
And you're going to lose your mid lane of barracks.
20% win rate. In other tournaments, they've had like 5% win rates. So there's an improvement.
Insania trying to lurk in the shadows, but they've got the Scythe of Ice, hexing up Weaver, chasing into the base to kill off Pexu now as well. And GG is called 32-7. As straightforward as it can get for Liquid here in game number 1.
I'm doing it!
Super clean. Very reminiscent of how they played versus DGG as well.
Okay, first time was pretty good, but then I literally fell asleep for this game.
And they execute it to perfection. Obviously, Goonsquad holding on with that hope that maybe there was just a little play here or there that they might be able to get to come back into the game, but Team Liquid really just didn't give them many chances at all.
True.
They were so limited in their plays. They had no vision all game long. It's really hard to play into that. And just the supports and everything.